All right, some good tips there. Let's get over to meteorologist Hannah Gard for a check on the forecast.
Thanks, Shelby. We're giving you the first alert because we have a rain threat for Halloween. Unfortunately, we're looking at the chance that rain lingers into trick-or-treating time, but we're definitely going to see a lot of rainfall for some areas throughout the day on Thursday. What's driving this is this large low pressure system and cold front that's arriving from the Rockies. It's about to move over the plains. But you can see this high pressure over here to the east. That's what's been dominating the change in our weather, which is an increase in humidity. We've seen those temperatures staying warm in the 80s, and we've had a little bit more moisture the past day or so. But you can see the severe weather threat that low pressure system is going to bring for parts of the plains later on. For us, we're just starting to see that moisture increase. 70-degree dew points. This is feeling a little bit more humid than we have been for sure. And we have a really brisk breeze that has been kicking in, especially offshore. Almost 30-mile-per-hour sustained winds, seeing about 20 to 25-mile-per-hour winds across the areas. So small craft advisory in effect. This will be for today and tomorrow. We're going to continue to watch that. By Friday, the winds will start to die down a little bit after the rain comes through, but scattered showers possible today. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover. Tomorrow, though, starting about mid-afternoon, we'll see some more shower activity popping up and these storms approaching as the cold front nears us from the west. So this is trick-or-treating time. We are looking at a couple of scattered thunderstorms. I think right now the focus is going to be on the North Shore, but I'm not going to rule out the chance that we see these also on the South Shore. So I would prepare to watch the radar. I think there will be plenty of time for you to maybe get out there with the kiddos in a dry period, but you'll need to keep a close eye on the radar to dodge those storms. Some of us, though, will be seeing some consistent rainfall. 10 p.m. As the front approaches, we start to lose steam once the sun goes down and the rain will start to taper off. This front does not get all the way through, so we won't see cooler temperatures. It actually kind of dissipates, and we immediately see this easterly flow continuing into Friday. So for Halloween, temperatures are not going to be bad. This is not a cold front. We're still in the low 80s, but we will be watching that scattered rainfall, especially during trick-or-treating time, right around 6 p.m. The rain lingers a little bit into the evening hours too. But again, there will be some areas that do not see this rain. I think you'll want to watch that radar closely. After Halloween, we dry out into the weekend, and the start of next week, we see that rain chance return. But October is typically pretty dry for us. We've had 2 inches so far, but we're in a deficit of 1.43 inches from where we should be for the month. October is our driest month of the year, so it's not out of the usual to see a pretty dry October, but we're in a big deficit now from that average for our precip. So we could use a little bit of rain. Obviously, we don't want that to fall on Halloween, though. Water vapor showing that big low pressure system. You can see this trough. That's what we call an upper level low digging across the plains. It's running into high pressure here that you can actually see a little bit of moisture getting pulled up into this high. Very strong. So that's why that front doesn't get through. The low that's driving it moves north of this high, but this continues to build over us into the long term, putting fall on hold. We continue to see temperatures in the 80s all the way through the start of next week. And if you look at our average, 76 for the time of year. By the beginning of November, we get to the mid 70s, around 75 for our average, but we're expected to stay well above normal across the eastern U.S. and we're right on the edge there of those far above normal temperatures, so not expecting any fronts to come through. In the tropics, we're watching this area in orange, has a medium chance of developing into a tropical system. We'll see some low pressure forming down there by this weekend and the start of next week. We'll closely watch that. The next name is Patty. I do think it's difficult to get a path into the northern Gulf, but with that high pressure sitting over us, it's something to watch for areas in the southern Gulf of Mexico right now. Does it get there? It'll be really in the long term. So we'll keep watching that. The next name's Patty. Right now, all eyes on Halloween, giving you that first alert for trick-or-treaters. I would plan for the potential for rain by this weekend. We're heating up. We see mid-80s and we keep that sunshine around, and it's going to feel pretty humid still all the way through the start of next week. Back to you.
Well, thanks.